Frank, why is all the Halloween candy here still? I mean, I heard the kids coming to the door.
I know, but I tried to hand the candy out, but all the kids, they just wanted to see Rocky. And I don't understand why. They wanted to play with Rocky. They didn't want any candy or anything like that. They just wanted to, and they would come up and say trick or treat, and then the next thing they would say is, oh, where's Rocky? And then they would play with Rocky a little bit. And then they would just walk away. And then Rocky would come back and after 5 minutes, and then they didn't want any candy.
That's because he's a treat and a trick. He's both.
I guess so. But I guess, I guess he's, well, I guess next year we can save a fortune on candy. So they just want to see Rocky. That's all they want. They want to see this guy. Huh?
Not on me. I'm not
Come
the
here,
desk.
Rocky, come here.
There!
Why are you on that side of the desk? Come here, over here. You're going to be on star. Come on. Hop on the desk. Anyway, he's not going to hop up on the desk, but I think everybody's seen him. Come on up here. Anyway, so Rocky is like the rock star of the neighborhood. So we have no fences around the house, so I'll let him out, and he won't go off the property that much. But if somebody walks by, he'll go say hi to them and maybe walk down, maybe to the neighbor's house and then come back. So this happened 3 or 4 times. I'd be walking down the sidewalk and, there'd be a couple of people walking up and they'll go, and I said, you know what, he's friendly. Because, everybody sees a dog, he's a big dog. So, and I'll say, he's friendly. And they were like, we know Rocky. And I'm like, I've never seen you before in my life. So since we have Halloween coming up, and this is what happened last year, was the kids would come up to the door and they would say trick or treat, all this other stuff. They weren't interested in getting treats. Half of them were like, where's Rocky? We want to see. And I let them out and they would play with them, and actually he would follow them down for a little bit and then he would come back. But half the kids that came up, and I didn't have a lot of kids, but half the kids would come, oh, where's Rocky? We want to see Rocky. So this one is going to be in the future. This is going to be the day after Halloween, so this will be Friday.
Okay.
So, and I bought a ton of candy a couple of days ago, and hopefully at least half that candy will be still around by time for Halloween. So, so this is going to be the day after, but you're going to come in and say, Frank, we have all the candy that we bought still. And then they'll say, well, Rocky, they just wanted to see Rocky. And that's the whole joke. It's all going to be about Rocky here.
Okay. Do you want me to go get a treat that you can put on the table for him?
No, I think everybody's seen Rocky before. Come here.
Okay.
Come here. Come on, up.
Okay. So I'll come in and say...
Up. You're going to come in and say, we still have all the candy that we bought.
All candy, because it's the next day.
Yep.
Okay.
And I think they can see him on the camera.
Okay.
All right, come here. Come here. Ah, Rocky, you're a mess.
Somebody.
Okay.
Okay, are we ready on camera? Okay, yeah, we're gonna do the shooting scene. The shooting scene's gonna be over here, okay? All right?
Jerry, wait, hang on. Where'd you get the headset? I thought we didn't have any money.
Well,
I thought we were broke.
Well, I'm not really talking to anybody. It looks really good. It's not even plugged in. I'm wearing a headset just to look good. So,
okay.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna shoot the scene, and what I have is supposedly people are gonna be shooting out of the trees. It's just Christmas lights. I'm gonna have a little button here, and we're gonna have Christmas lights set up, and they blink, and that's all we're gonna do. Okay.
And that's supposed to be like gunfire?
Yeah. So that's the shooting scene. All right.
Oh God, this is low budget, isn't it?
It's terrible.
So we're going to shoot the first half of this one, and this is the miserable spy movie that we're shooting. Today is yesterday. And we'll shoot this in the backyard, but we're going to do the preliminaries here. So, all right, so you ready?
Yep.
I'll tell you what's going on.
Okay, and
So
who am I?
This is all just production.
Okay.
So you're going to be, I'm going to be like the director, and you're going to be like a stand-in.
Okay.
Or you're not going to be a stand-in, but you're going to be like one of the crew.
Okay.
So what's going to happen is, this movie has no money.
Okay.
So we're on like a tight budget. So I'm going to be walking, there's a headset over here that I'm going to be directing people with. And you're going to come up to me, or you're going to bring in, it's going to be handheld. So you're going to come up and say, you have a headset on, who are you talking to, and how do we, how can we afford that you have a wireless headset? And I'm going to pull the wire out of my back pocket. It's not a real headset. It's just, I don't want to look good. And then what we're shooting is like there's going to be a spray of gunfire from the woods, from the trees in the backyard over there. And I'm going to tell you that I have hooked up Christmas lights, and I have a remote, and as soon as I hit the button, they're all going to blink like they're shooting. And then we're going to add sound effects. So that's going to be what we're going to shoot in the backyard.
Okay.
So it's going to be the movie. It's miserable. It's terrible.
Okay.
But that's going to be another thing on that.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
So we'll shoot that in the backyard after lunch maybe, or in the afternoon maybe.
Okay. Hey, are you in your office?
Yeah, I am, sure am.
Frank, you got me that cornstarch, right? I need it to make the dumplings.
Cornstarch.
Yeah.
Did we?
For the dumplings. Now we have company coming.
Did I put it? You know what? I forgot to put it on the list.
Oh, you're kidding.
I know.
Oh, great. My car's not working, and I'm in the middle of this.
Okay, so
Get your car keys.
do you need it now or?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll go get it. But yeah.
Thank you.
Tell me to put it on the list. Hey, there you go. All right, so we're going to do a couple today. So this first one, all right, this is going to be a joke on me.
Okay.
So I told you guys, if you come up with an idea, write it down.
Right.
So I came up, I was driving, and I didn't have pad and pen on me. So I was driving, and I thought of two. I saw something funny here, over here, here. And I said, I'll remember those. So I forgot both of them. By the time I got home, because I was like, gotta remember this, gotta remember this, gotta remember this, gotta remember this. And I got home and I forgot both of them. So an hour later, I remembered one of them. So I wrote it down. So this is going to be a joke on me. Because when I go to the grocery store or wherever I go shopping, I have a list. And if it's not on the list, I'm not bringing it home. So, Rhonda, you're going to say, did you remember milk? Something like that. And I'm going to say, well, it wasn't on the list. I forgot to write it down on the list. So
Okay.
It's going to be a joke on me because I've told you guys to write down stuff and you go, oh, well, we had this idea and we forgot about it. So that's going to be the joke is I didn't write it on the list.
Okay.
And even my son, he's like, did you get this? And I'm like, was it on the list? And I've even forgotten stuff that's on the list. I'm like, I didn't even see
So do
that.
I look at the list and I think,
Yeah.
it's right there.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of a weird world. You go into the grocery store and you're kind of it's a different atmosphere.
Yeah.
It's a strange place. I hate the grocery store. I don't like how it feels. So you're kind of glazing over it. Yeah. I just want to get in, get out.
That's why I know the grocery store that I go to, I know the whole layout of the place. So when I say Nick, and Nick goes, I want something, I'm like, the list is over there. Write it on the list, and he always puts it in the wrong. So I have to rewrite the list so I can get in and get out in 15 minutes. It doesn't matter how much stuff I need to get.
Yep.
But I know, produce is here, the cheese is here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Frozen
exactly.
stuff is here.
Going into a grocery store you don't know, it's just a nightmare. You're just
But I know this place, and I don't like going to grocery stores, but I do like going to that one because when you walk in, it feels like a market area.
Yeah.
And then it gets in. Then you get into the aisles of like the traditional.
What grocery store is it?
It's a place up in Aurora.
Or Longo's?
I'm not getting paid, so I'm not going to say it.
Okay, ready?
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Let's
Frank, you're not going to believe this.
What's going on?
Oh my God, I was just in the basement. I was getting something out of the utility room. The hot water tank is leaking really bad. You have to call somebody right now.
Was it like dripping or?
It's like dripping, but like really bad. There's a pool on the floor and it's not reaching the drain, and I don't know how long it's been like that for. You gotta call somebody right now. I don't know who to call.
Okay, so I think I got a couple rolls of duct tape.
What's that got to do with anything? Just call somebody.
Maybe I can go, if I don't have enough rolls of duct tape, maybe I can go to the store real quick and get some duct tape. We'll fix it. We'll fix it. There's no problem.
Are you going to go get the duct tape before or after you call the plumber?
I'll fix it. I'll fix it.
You'll fix it.
With duct tape.
With duct tape?
Yeah. If I can't fix it with duct tape, it's
I'm
definitely
done here.
broken.
I'm not talking to you for the rest of the day.
Very prompt. So this one is, I went to our insurance company last week, the week before. It was last week or something like that. And you brought up an interesting question. He was asking about our hot water heater. And he was like, when did you have it? And I said, we replaced it. And I said, it was probably, it was pre-COVID. And he's like, well, we have to do a 12-year assessment on your hot water heater. And I said, I know we bought it before COVID. And I told him the old hot water heater that came out, she had hired she hired a company to, 3 guys tried to take it up the stairs out the back. And I was joking around with him when they were taking it up, and he called me back the next day and he said, actually, the young guy that was his first day, he quit because this thing was so heavy. It was heavy as hell. But the new one that I got, I took it down the stairs by myself with, the hand truck. They took it up with a hand truck too. So my agent said, just give us the, the make, the model, serial number, about when you put it in and stuff like that, and then we'll put you on that 12-year thing, and then we'll send you a notice in 12 years saying,
okay,
we need to replace your hot water heater. So a day went by. He sent me an email and goes, oh, this is the hot water heater that you got. It's fantastic. Don't worry about it. There's not going to be a 12-year. You bought the best one that you could buy.
Okay.
Because it's light. It's all plastic. It's fantastic. It's all plastic. It's even bigger than the one that we took out because it was leaking. So in this one, Frank, being his genius that he is, because when we came back from vacation and I went downstairs just to check on stuff, and it was leaking. So I made a PVC pipe just before we figured out everything else. So I had a PVC pipe running from the hot water heater to the drain just to get rid of the water because it was leaking. It was still running. We still had hot water, but it was leaking. It was dripping. It wasn't like a flood, but it was like, this thing's got to go. So anyway, so this one, Frank is going to try to repair the hot water heater downstairs with duct tape.
Okay.
So you're going to come in and say, Frank, it's downstairs, the hot water heaters, have you been down there? It's leaking and it's dripping and it's the water all over the floor. And I'll say, we're going to try to repair with duct tape.
Okay.
All right?
Okay. And then do you want me to respond or no?
No, you can be irate. I mean, you're pissed because I haven't been downstairs in the basement. You ready?
Yeah. Am I coming in the room again?
Yeah, because you're coming. You came from the basement going, Frank, man, our hot water heater is leaking. All right?
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.